Alright, we are back here. I think last time we unlocked the second Ring of Worlds. So we can go do some of that now if we want to. I think there's also some stuff that's open at the Colosseum now if we want to mess around with that. I don't believe I've remembered to do anything with my ship. So maybe I should do that. But we'll get to that later. For now, we are just going to get a trophy. And oh hey, yeah, there we go. Chip and Dale are telling us about the tournament. So let's go and do that. Yeah, you can see I really haven't done anything with this particular flying boat. Let's take a whack at this. Oh yeah, White Trinity mark. That's... It will fill cup. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do the Danny DeVito Cup. That's the fighting tournament I want to enter into. I think that is representative of my skill level.
Come on.
Clear them out that fast? Nice. Well, they're gonna ease us into it, so that's good. That's very kind of them. This is our first instance of seeing part of the guard armor by itself. Also, yes, strangely enough, it is using the old textures from not the final mix version. I don't know why. Oh, that's a mental image. So I don't know why the separate body parts of the guard armor did not get texture changed in Final Mix, but they did not, so interesting to know. And yes, Tab, it honestly is kind of... You're not entirely wrong, it does look like that a little bit, doesn't it?
We did it!
Okay. Not stopped by that, okay. Hey. This is a really bad place to fight these things because the area is so wide open that you cannot get a good space to retreat to. Like, you can catch them on corners and stuff, the large bodies, if you're in an area with corners, but this is just a big, wide open square. And while that makes things a little bit easier in a lot of circumstances, there are definitely places where you want, like, terrain to fight with. To fight in.
Nothing to it.
Hey, Goofy gained a level. Neat. Ah, shockwaves. Urgh. I think both of them are in. No, it's just the one. Okay. So I think we're going to be able to handle this. Yeah, okay, Goofy. You keep doing that. Oh, I was distracted. I was trying to... If it had started going after me instead of Goofy, which did not end up being the case, what I would have been trying to do, which is still what I was trying to do, really, was to let it run into Donald's corpse, because apparently... Well, first of all, the fact that we're talking about Donald Duck's corpse is a strange thing. Aren't video games great? And second of all, if it runs into one of your dead allies, it will stop. I don't know why, but okay. Oh, how dare you. I think, oh, how dare you is what Donald Duck is thinking of using his dead body to that end, but I digress.
Heal. Come on.
Ah!
Heal. Come on. Come on.
Dang it!
Oh.
Oh, of course. Well, that's what I get or something. I was trying to cut that a little bit faster, but no such luck. I hope Goofy at least keeps that level that he gained. But we'll see. The answer is probably not. See, there's Goofy attempting to do the old Goofy shout. They really should have just used a stock version of that. Just, like, out of context, sounds a little bit different than the voice actor they've given him. Only a little, though. I mean, the voices in this game are pretty good. Mostly. You know, the Disney voices in this game are pretty good. It helps that it used a lot of the original cast, and that's probably why they did not opt to, like, re-record anything for this version of the game and just pull the files out of their slightly manky DVD that they had that's lying around. Is because most of those people are dead now!
Heal. Come on. Come on.
So yeah, that whole Twitch botting thing, it's really great that they are, like, not responding to that almost at all. I'm so glad they decided to just be like, well, we give you tools to deal with, except that they don't work to that end. And they are continuing to do nothing because why bother putting forth the effort? Why make your platform usable? When you have no real competition, people will go to you no matter what. Okay, well, we just gained a level, so I guess Goofy did keep that level. That's good. Yeah, the Twitch thing is, like, really frustrating because, honestly, just honestly, you know, why do these platforms have to be so absolutely fucking intolerable to use? All of them. For any creative thing, really. But it's really bad with anything to do with video, and especially with streaming. I mean, my other option is what? I go to YouTube Gaming, and then I think I lose my affiliate status if I do that, which, you know, I'm not making exactly gobs of money off of this, but also, on the other hand, I like having it. And I despise YouTube and would probably go, like, anywhere else if there were video sites that functioned otherwise. Not to say that YouTube functions, but it's, you know, it's the least worst option, basically, is what I'm saying. It's just, wow, I died from pretty high health there. That's incredible. So all of that's going on, and I really hope that they do something, although I know it won't. You know, they won't do anything because, again, no real competition. And, you know, even with that, I am still going to be participating in the Day Off of Twitch protest on September the 1st, and, you know, whatever you want to call it, protest, boycott, just not use the site for a day. Granted, I'm nobody, so that doesn't really mean anything, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stay off the site and, you know. Yeah, one thing that I guess I will say about this whole thing, and I know that Twitch loves doing meaningless things that make them look better because they're a company. Everybody loves to do that. They got, like, remember when they changed PogChamp, whenever that was, like 50 years ago or something, because time's a flat circle at this point. And they changed it to the OS Komodo emote. You know, stuff like that. Twitch loves these kind of symbolic gestures that ultimately don't do anything, but they can make people feel good about the fact that something happened. And by people, I mean the executives. So what I'm saying is, since I noticed from, like, a lot of the feed that I saw of people getting hit by these hate mobs, I'm gonna put forth a tiny thing that they can do that will change absolutely nothing, but will be a feel-good moment that they can try to leverage into brownie points that nobody will ever give them. And they should remove the tryhard emote. And, like, no disrespect or anything to Trihex, except for the part where he was perfectly cool dropping the, you know, a certain F word on a stream just abruptly, and I don't think he's changed as a person. You know, nothing there, but I legitimately don't think I've ever seen tryhard used in a context that could not be deemed at least a little bit racist. So, there you go. Just get rid of that, and that'll be... That's all you need to, you know... That's more than they're doing now, we'll put it that way. It will mean absolutely nothing, but again, we are disappointingly at a point where doing literally nothing of use whatsoever. is still better. Yeah. I had something else I was gonna append after that, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, right! Yeah, so I took the non-binary tag out of my tags list on Twitch. I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but, you know, obviously it's not like I've suddenly become cisgender or something. Obviously not. I'm not filth. Don't... That sounded really bad. That's... If anything will get me banned that I've said today, it'll be that, but... Back to seriousing up ever so slightly. Because a friend did mention to me, hey, you should probably have a thing in mind just in case you get hate rated during your birthday stream, which is the thing that I'm still going to do. And I said, yeah, that's a good idea, and he very specifically brought up the fact that I used the NB tag, and I was like, yeah, you know, maybe I should get rid of that. It also kind of relates to things I've been saying not too long ago, having a very similar discussion that really those are not something that I would expect to be useful. Like, there's this idea, I think, that people would want stuff like that so that way they can see people more like them, right? Or so that way they can support marginalized, you know, streamers from marginalized backgrounds of varying types. But I don't think it's that helpful, basically, especially because I specifically pointed out the fact that there was a tag for autistic. And the internet is still incredibly, just absolutely disgusting in its treatment of autistic people. And again, look at me getting killed from over half health. That is disgusting. This is garbage. I may have to come back to this later, but I'm going to give it one more shot. Come on, we can do this. If nothing else, we gain the experience. And yeah, that having the autistic tag there, I don't think that is truly a helpful thing in the way that people would, like, think that it would be. That it really would just be used primarily by people who are looking to be abusive. It's like, okay, hey, here's a very easy way to create a targets list, you know? Like, this is a little extreme, but also just dox me straight to Atomwaffen, why don't you, right? That's sort of the next level of it, is just straight up getting into contact with someone on fucking Kiwi Farms or something. A site that still exists because we as a, you know, the whole world is shit. You know, I really don't like to be the angry streamer for anything, but it really is coming out tonight about how absolutely awful this stupid garbage fucking website is.
Come on! Come on!
But on the other hand, there is sincerely very little to talk about gameplay-wise with this. We've seen all of this already. We've literally seen all of this already. We know exactly what these formations are. We've fought every single one of these. I just lost at the last one, and now I have to fight through the whole thing again. And it's times like this that I really do sort of reflect on the amount of arena segments in a lot of action games of this period. And I have to ask, how many people are clamoring for that much of it? Right? In particular, I think a lot about the Ratchet & Clank series, which I love the Ratchet & Clank games. They are some of my favorites from the PS2 era. I have played all of them to death, although the first one slightly less because I'm really bad at that one. Like, I'm not particularly great at any video game, really, but that one, ooh. So, in Ratchet & Clank 2, Ratchet & Clank Going Commando, as it were, they introduced, for the first time, these arena segments, and you only had to play a few of them, but there were a bunch of extra ones that you could do to get, well, in-game cash prizes, mostly, just, you know, get more bolts. You didn't even have to do it for, like, any extra weapons or anything. It was just straight up just money. And they slowly really did start to take over the series to the point where that's almost all you do in the fourth game, Ratchet Deadlock. It's even the other action stuff is like framed as being these arena challenges. And I have to ask, who was this interested in it? Or is it just sort of an admission, once and for all, that 3D platforming is a bad genre, and that you have to take out all of the navigational stuff to have anything fun left over? Because, I mean, if so, fair enough. I've played... I mean, I streamed part of that DK64 randomizer. There was, like, nothing different about that from the vanilla game except for the level order and the fact that we started with all Kongs. And some numbers, but that's because there was too much stuff in that game anyway, so it was, you know, massively, wildly inflated. But that's a whole other story for another time. At the very least, I don't think that this series goes too buck wild with the amount of arena... Oh my god, really? What the hell? This is pissing me off quite a bit. I'm just gonna come back to this later. Because, yikes. So, back to the point, I don't think Kingdom Hearts goes too out of control with arena type of gameplay, and that at least is good, because, you know, it would wear on you a little bit. There is more to gaming in any video game or game series than just this combat stuff. And sometimes I really swear that a lot of devs do not understand that. Although sometimes not a lot of players do either. You know, believe it or not, there's a story here. If you want to call it that, I mean. Do we have anything else? Like, we've got... I'm not making a particularly beautiful ship at this point. I probably should, like, set up something that looks halfway not garbage at some point. But I'll do that later. Okay, yeah, it's a left stick to actions. Which, incidentally, that is not the nicest controlling thing in the world, to put it nicely. It really is a little bit on the Krusty the Clown side. have for those triangles? We apparently have none. We just have these ones. Also, I'm realizing that the font for that number, which seems like a slightly weird thing to, like, focus on that much, is a little terrible. Only a little. Like, I've seen worse, but also... not doing a lot for me there, in terms of graphic design. It's not complete and utter graphic design is my passion, but it approaches a certain point like that. Let's say. Then again, I'm over here just like, oh hey, boat design is my passion. Space boats. How about those boats? Well, I mean, now we know why it's called the Grossman, is because the color is gross, man. I'll make it look better eventually, I swear. Enjoy your sound effects. Oh, you're just gonna randomly fly into some random vortex? Okay. That seems like a very questionable idea to me, but you know what? I just work here. And here we are. We are in a completely different ring of space now, finally. Very definitively. Hey! And we made it to Agrabah. Anyone else remember Aladdin? I was 2 when that came out. Of course you remember Aladdin. Everybody does. Because that was like the first good movie that Disney had made for a while at that point.
And the keyhole?
The Heartless are searching for it now. I'm certain we'll find it soon enough. So that just leaves...
Jafar, I've looked everywhere for Jasmine. She's disappeared like magic.
The girl is more trouble than she's worth.
You said you had things under control.
Agrabah is full of holes for rats to hide in.
Past tense. Keyword.
But why worry about Princess Jasmine? With her or without her, surely this world will be ours when we find the keyhole.
We need all 7 princesses of heart to open the final door. Any fewer is useless.
Yeah, but like, you guys can wait until the other thing at least,
If the
right?
princess is that important, we'll find her. Find Jasmine and bring her to me at once.
Oh, they got cool swords.
Don't steep yourself in darkness too long. The heartless consume the careless.
Your concern is touching, but hardly necessary.
Does that look like somebody who's... I mean, come on. Now you stop dodging, buddy. Buster Brown. You don't need that. Neat. I mean, I'm probably not going to use that for a while, but neat nonetheless. Give me your secrets, Barrel. Open the chest. Another Mega Potion. Nice. We can't get to that chest right now. We need the Green Trinity. We're gonna save now that we're... I said we're gonna save now that we're here. It's 33 minutes of not actually progress. I'd be pissed off if I lost all that experience. I won't gain it back in like 2 minutes. I really do sound a lot angrier than I actually am. Mostly I'm just mad at myself most of the time. Okay, I guess we gotta loop around to get over there. Unless we get a high jump ability in this world. Here's a hint. We don't. That's another world entirely.
Come on.
A world which may or may not be a whale. Oh wait, yeah it is. You've all played this game before. Who am I kidding? Yes, let me just spoil a 20-year-old game for you. Hey, did you know that in episode 3 of Madoka, a girl gets her head bit off? Oh, whoops, sorry. Is that a spoiler? I mean, I understand, but on the other hand, like, you have better battles to fight. Oh, neat. Anyway, here's a carpet. I think it's a magic carpet, but we'll have to find out later. Maybe it's just sentient in some other way. Maybe these three are all just sharing the same hallucination. Wouldn't be the most nonsensical thing in this series, that's for sure. Oh, buddy, you can't just get on here and, well, I mean, you can, but it's not polite. Oh, by the way, we finally learned scan. I definitely feel now like I am super underleveled, given that. Sure, let's take stun impact as well. He's in good. Donald really needs another AP, doesn't he? Do I have an AP up, actually? No, I have a defense up, though. Well, that got us that item. Is there anything else to get over here? We can't even go through that gate. Well, we can watch Donald have a bit of a laugh. I'm the one who's having the laugh. Donald is clearly distraught, right? Or would be under circumstances if he emoted more on the, you know, outside of battle. One of these days I'm going to stop prefacing unscripted phrases with, you know, and it's going to throw everybody off. Oh, that looked cool, actually. I don't believe I've ever seen that, or if I have, it's clearly been a while. I realized I was about to give a number of years, and I didn't know how long it's been since I've played this game last. The last time I played it, I believe, was on the PS2. So that would have predated the release of 1.5 on PS3. Hi, Iron Fury, which that makes it about 10 years ago that I last played this, probably. And yet I, being the fool that I am, chose to start this on proud difficulty. Unfortunately, I think what's actually going to drive me the most out to lunch will end up always being the platforming. Good old early 2000s 3D platforming. It could be a thing. Although I guess I kind of alluded to that earlier when I mentioned Ratchet & Clank. I gotta play those games again sometime soon, too. I do have my PS2 and all my other consoles set up. I could just plug that into the TV and start doing that sometime soon. I will think it over some. Of course, if they show up on stream, it'll be after I do the Metroid series, because we're at least doing those 4 Metroid games. I may do some of the spin-offs at some point, and obviously I've played, I think, 5 now seeds of the Metroid Prime randomizer, which I very recently learned has been rolled into a different Metroid Prime randomizer, the one that I used to use. So that's interesting.
Who's there? Hello?
Who's there is volume mixing, apparently. Oh, there are plenty of good ones, and I appreciate a good randomizer, so yeah. The last time that I played a Pokemon one, because I know that you do a lot of Pokemon stuff, a lot of Pokemon randomizers in particular, I came up to a point where, oh, well, yeah, that'll cause a bit of an issue, so, maybe you'll just have to wait until you're unpacked. So, the last one I did was of Red. That's the one that I streamed. So I ended up at this point where I was really under-leveled for the Elite Four. I'm pretty sure that I still managed to get through it, but I went to go level grind a little bit in Victory Road, or I wanted to anyway, and I realized that there are encounters in the levels in the 20s in Red Blue Victory Road. That is so strange. NCS is Nintendo Capri Sun, I assume, right? Playing a Super Mario RPG randomizer. I've seen a tiny amount of anything related to that, and that looks pretty neat. There's a decent amount of, like, unused... Fart boy. There's a decent amount of unused enemy sprite palettes, well, valid ones anyway, that, like, look correct. And some actual enemy data, too, that's unused, and attacks, even, that you get a... You know, you could wring that rag out a little more than you put the water in, right? That's a bit of a phrase. Basically, there's a lot of space in Super Mario RPG for some fun stuff. So I want to check that out. Oh, well, there's a keyhole right above your text box, Jasmine. Yeah, that is definitely true. Pokemon randomizers... Yeah. You will get absolutely demolished, or you will just run absolutely rampant on the game.
A letter. Where might I find this street rat?
Well, I guess you know what they say about speaking to the devil.
Jasmine, allow me to find you more suitable company, my dear princess. These little rats won't do, you see.
Run! Jasmine, run!
Who's that voice actor?
The boy
Obviously,
who
I haven't seen Aladdin since I was, well, like, almost since it came out. Not literally, because I was a little young for it then, but I do remember that the last time I saw Aladdin, it scared the living shit out of me, because there's some sequences in that are pretty creepy, but I'm like, is that the same, is that guy doing a good impression? Because that's one sleazy sounding motherfucker is what I'm trying to say. Oh boy, ghost dark types in randomizers. Oh boy. Somebody that I used to consider a friend, when he was streaming, he ended up in the unfortunate position where the randomizer's scripting did not work perfectly for switching off Wonder Guard, and he ended up in black and white against an opponent who had a Wonder Guard Spiritomb. And that was really gross. Although seeing a Ghost Dark type at all is big oof. Mutual acquaintance, no. As far as I know, anyway. But yeah, that was like, I still remember that moment because it's like, oh, that always has me a little nervous about doing the later gen randomizers, that it might just be a little bit not perfect. But then again, that was literally years ago. I haven't been friends with the dude for 4 years, and that was definitely, you know, not like the weekend of or something, you know? It was a couple of years before we stopped being friends. So by this point, especially with Universal Pokemon Randomizer being picked up by a new crew, so now there's Universal Pokemon Randomizer ZX or ZX, depending on your dialect. I kind of prefer the sound of ZX versus ZX. It sounds like it flows better. And usually my feelings about British English are just... But... Anyway, so yeah, I assumed that would be far less of an issue in the modern day. But... that... is always a thing that has me a little nervous about some of those, is that I will walk into the insurmountable wall.
Heal.
Oh, absolutely. Gen 5, I will go to bat for Gen 5 best gen any day. Like, I mean, I have the big nostalgias for the first 2 generations, but they're definitely... They're very jank. Gen 5... Like, the other thing is that, you know, I think we all have a lot of nostalgic feelings related to Pokemon just in general. Gen 5 came up when I was at my least interest in the franchise. And it's my favorite. So, that should tell you a lot about quality if it can outweigh nostalgia to that level. Granted, I pretty much was like back on the hook as soon as I saw that Chandelier Ghost Pokemon. As soon as Chandelure got spoiled, I was just like, that is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, we got so much good stuff out of Gen 5. And the whole world map, real nice. The story was good, too. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, I think it's really weird to be upset about the ice cream and the garbage bag. You know, I mean, I'm a big fan of Garbodor. Vanillux, I've tried to use it in more recent years, and I found that it suffers from a lack of move type diversity. Or at least that was the case in Gen 8. But it's still a good design, and like, if you're gonna complain about designs, and you're gonna be like, oh, the garbage bag and the ice cream cone, those are real stupid, and you're going to look the other way on a bunch of other old stuff, like, just because they were finding their feet doesn't mean they didn't suck. You know, when it comes to, like, you know... I mean, Grimer and Muck are perfectly fine ideas for Pokemon, and the same with Voltorb and Electrode, but their designs leave a lot to be desired, we'll put it that way. Oh, that is absolutely the case. Emboar 100% makes up for the amount of fire fighting that they were doing for starter final forms, for that being number 3 in a row, because it's really good. Also, I find it very interesting, and this did not really become a real pattern, but there were a lot of people who were pointing out Bam Bam Bigelow, you got... There were a lot of people who were pointing out, I will come back to that comment in a second, because that's a... I approve of your selection there. But the other thing is that a lot of people were pointing out that Emboar had a great resemblance to a character from Journey to the West. And that Infernape was basically a little bit of the Sun Wukong kind of thing going on. And I'm kind of surprised that that didn't become a recurring pattern at any point, because, like, we all know that that area of the world, they fucking love the Journey to the West. You know, Dragon Ball is still one of the biggest series out there in terms of anime and manga, and that is very strongly inspired by the Journey to the West. Just in time for gag robot. Well, it's certainly turning into a bit of a gag reel, because I don't know where the fuck I'm supposed to go. Is this place tagged as Aladdin's house earlier? Okay, yeah, so that's just the hole in the floor. I'm an idiot. Am I supposed to try to leave town? Because it's not 100% clear after this point. It's just like, Jafar shows up after you talk to Jasmine. Sora tells Jasmine to run. And that is what happens. So this is just a big old impassable. Aladdin's room, its own exit. I'll double check that in just a second. What do you got to say, Carpet? Well, I guess we can go to the Cave of Wonders now and probably just get obliterated. Oh, no, we have to go save Aladdin, I guess. Okay. That is not the most, like, telegraphed thing in the world. And to remind you all, I did say that I haven't seen the movie this level is based on since I was, like, 5 or something. And got the ever-loving pants scared off of me. Sadly, I don't even think I have it on VHS. I should absolutely just, like... I should go track down my VHS... well, what am I saying? I should see if I can find VHSs of anything at, like, Goodwill next time I'm in the area, and feel like going outside in a mask, because, you know... I am vaccinated, but also between the Delta variant and not wanting to subject anyone who works in any retail establishment to the old Russian roulette there.
Gosh, not again!
Yeah.
Genie, get rid of these guys!
Oh, that Jim Rossi mode is fantastic, by the way.
Wish number 1 coming right up.
I see. Thanks, Sora.
Aladdin, what are you
You know
doing
something?
out
Fair
here?
enough. I'm
Same old stuff. Hunting legendary treasure.
not necessarily
Just paid
going
a
to say
visit
you
to the Cave of
always
Wonders.
should, just that
I found that
I'm
magic carpet.
maybe the oversensitive person, so...
And this lamp. Legend has it that whoever holds the lamp can summon
Please,
with...
kid, leave the intros to a professional. The one and only Genie of the Lamp. Rub-a-dub-dub the lamp and have your dearest wishes
That's
granted.
Dan Castellaneta doing the voice, right?
Aladdin.
I think it's Dan Castellaneta, right? Homer Simpson?
Patience, my fine feathered friend.
Yeah.
Any three
Because I
wishes.
absolutely know that it's not Robin Williams.
A wish, a three wish.
And that's
When
the
I make like a
main
banana
thing that I know
and
there, yeah.
Our lucky winner made his first wish. And let me tell you,
God damn it, Lears.
he has two
Holy
Well,
shit.
Master, what do you have for wish number 2?
How about making me a fabulously wealthy prince?
Whoa! Money, royalty, fame! Why didn't I think of that? Okay, you asked for it. 100 servants and 100 camels loaded with gold. Just say the word and I'll deliver it in 30 minutes or less, or your meal's free. Hey, I'll even throw in a cappuccino.
No thanks.
Okay.
I think I'll put that on hold until we reach Agrabah.
Oh, why a prince?
You see, there's this girl in Agrabah.
Like
named
Homer
Jasmine.
hopped up on pills. Yeah, a little bit, eh?
But
That's...
she's a princess. And she could never fall for a guy like me.
Jasmine?
Oh, that's right. She's in
Xanax
trouble, Aladdin.
Homer.
Well, come on, let's get going.
That's a good name for him. Xanax Homer. Sweet, merciful crap, he really is.
Fresh air, the great outdoors.
I guess you don't get out much, huh?
Comes with a job. Phenomenal cosmic powers, itty-bitty living space. It's always 3 wishes, then back to my portable prison. I'm lucky to see the light of day every century or 2.
Say, Genie, what if I use my last wish to free you from the lamp? What do you think?
You do that?
Genie, it's a promise. After we help Jasmine.
I'm just saying, I hope he knows how to read the French instructions at least. Le Grill? What the hell is that?
Come on.
Alright, so here we got the Fat Bandits. Hey, look, it's me. How'd I end up in this game? These are... Despite the fire breath, which will probably scare you a little bit in terms of an attack pattern the first, like, 8 times or so, I actually think the Fat Bandits are easier to kill than the large bodies. HP meter aside, that's... You know, numbers are numbers, really. The lamp was his addiction he gained along the way. so let's save. I know that I save, like, all the time, but... Also, yeah, you'll notice somebody's barricaded the way to the plaza with a bunch of junk. Or the way to the main street. Either way, we have to take a different route, folks.
Come on.
Here's an unexplained pile of junk. Not the strangest roadblock I've ever seen. Oh hey, I think Aladdin has got a healing move on him too. So that'll make 2 partners for a single world that have healing moves, which is very nice. Because goodness knows we're gonna need a lot of those in Proud Mode. As has been discussed, this is gonna kick my ass. I mean, it already has been kicking my ass too, so... That's pretty good representation of what you should expect at most times with my health meter. Beep, 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 beep.
This is it.
So... go there yet? No, we just go into the next area. I gotta get a better look at what that animated emote is in just a second. Roll over that. Ah, yes, and for those of you who have been keeping up with the textural differences between the original and final mix, I actually am not sure if the PS2 version of Final Mix had like this deep red coat for the Fat Bandits. They were very orange in the original PS2 version. Pants might be a different color too, if that's the case. It could just be that they like retooled it a little bit for the PS4 and PS3 probably versions. I mean, obviously, the colors are not exact to begin with. Like the greens on the little green hat guys, green guys with hats. Not that they're wearing green hats. I haven't gone that nuts yet. That was much brighter and less shaded in the original, so it would not be surprising if they just retouched that a little bit and gave it better shading and all that. Mostly, I'm pointing that out because it surprises me. It's not what I remember. Alright, so we're gonna have to go in from a different side of this room, it looks like, because we cannot go into those main gates. We cannot go into the big door. It's a little too heavy for us, probably. Actually, I think the regular bandits had a different color vest, but I do not remember. Okay, this way. Yeah, we've been over there before. Here, however, there was a... Oh no, this we haven't been to at all, I don't think. This is not familiar. I mean, it does a little bit, but also... Oh, look at all these pot spiders here. The old pot spiders. That's what the DEA wants you to believe that you see after you smoke some weed. I assume that's a thing that, you know, I mean, the DEA is so dishonest about the effects of drugs. Anyway, oh, by the way, we can't use that Trinity spot because I don't have Goofy right now. And the closest save point is a couple of screens away. So we'd be respawning all these enemies. I'll come back to it later. Okay, so that's one room back. And that will get us to the gates again. I don't think it would be a problem, but I haven't played with it a whole lot, just because I keep forgetting to. However, I do have a working mouse with 12 buttons on the side, so I'll be getting back to 14 pretty soon and playing some more of that, so, you know, why not, why not dick around with it at least a little bit and see what I can do, because I'm sure there's some stuff I can make look alright. I can make some of those metallic dyes look even more hideous, I hope. Like, some of those, whoa! Someone okayed that. Like, have you ever seen somebody who's wearing, like, the frog suit, but it's in bright orange, orange metallic dye, rather? Like, just what a color combination. The frog suit in general is just, in 14, is just kind of suited to some really bizarre looks. Metallic. Oh fuck. Hi. Wait, do you have the? I forgot if you actually. Oh my god. I would not put it past you because, like, you absolutely have a couple of really goofy. Not this goofy. You have some goofy glamour sets. I know that, but I didn't remember if you actually had a metallic orange frog suit. I know you have a frog suit, but the only one I really have is a chicken suit, which I just wear, just regular. I should put every class into the chicken suit, really. Just be like, yeah, I'm gonna make you all deal with this.
Setting your sights a little high, aren't you, boy? Back to your hole, street rat. I will not allow you to trouble the princess anymore.
Jasmine!
I'm so sorry, Aladdin.
Genie, help Jasmine, please.
One wish left. You're making this really easy, you know?
So sorry, boy. I'm afraid your second wish has been denied.
Thanks, Lears. I'd say you've ruined this scene, but I mean, it could be worse. Oh God!
Now, I bid you all farewell.
Actually, this did get a little bit fucked up when Jasmine fell into one of the pots as part of the pot centipede. I need a second to laugh about the hyper chicken reference. Well, I've been playing Dragoon and Red Mage are the main classes that I last played. So most of the time I'm backflipping off of things by accident and dying before that. But that's certainly a good idea. Oh god, you can hear her screaming. This boss fight is pretty fucked. Heal! Oh, thank you, Donald. Amazing. He actually healed me. I'm kinda impressed with you, Donald, for like 2 seconds. Can't wait for you to die from full health, though. Shit, he's using a 1080 Ti, I think. So, you know. That's one of those things, it's always... I feel it's a little dicey to talk about, but I don't care.
To the desert! Come on, let's move!
Yeah. Okay, that was a weirdly positioned pot spider right there, because it was like right next to a normal jar. In a way that, like, it looked like it was clipping into it slightly. Unless I was not seeing that properly, which is always a distinct possibility with my eyesight. Also, we've got air soldiers again. What do you got for abilities, Aladdin? You are... Having another treasure magnet would be a nice little addendum. Let's lay down a little bit of thunder. It's not a ton of damage, but it'll hit the entire area. Again, saving after 12 minutes because we're on proud mode and I'm not good at video games. Could go straight down the tubes. At the very least, they don't make us fight Kurt Zissa at the beginning of the game. That would just be mean. That is some very big text, by the way. You are not wrong. And so I'm not 100% sure what goes on here. If we have to just smack this thing in the eyeballs, or... Well, they've got fat health meters, so I would assume that that is the case. Although, again, reaching... There we go. Just let the Cave of Wonders take a nice mouthful of sand. Hopefully not get hit by its stealth sneak lasers, because we're getting some of those coming at us. Alright, well, we got thrown off, so we're gonna deal with the stuff on the ground here. Meanwhile, my buddies are not gonna do anything about the lion head. And ouch! That's why we save so often. Because while we don't get kicked all the way back to the save point, just to make sure that we keep that progress, you know? Oh, is it gonna make us have to go through the gigantic message box again? That's gotta be like 300-point font or something.
Come on.
Ouch! Also, I didn't mention it earlier, but as you're probably... Ow! Hey, come on! I was healing. As you probably are not surprised to hear, the Fat Bandits are immune to fire. Don't even try that on them. Although, honestly, I don't use much magic 90% of the time anyway, so... Alright, Cavehead, do your thing so I can get on top. Avoid the laser bullets. I don't know how you have a laser bullet, but... Okay, it's a shared health meter between the two eyes. I can see that better now. Gotcha. That's pretty funky of a design decision. Not that it's like, you know, bad or anything to have it have just one shared health bank or something, but I feel that those should be two separate meters. Just for the purposes of, like, readability. There you go. There you go. Oh, there you go. And now the Cave of Wonders is just kind of stunned. We can enter this place where I remember getting a little bit stuck because this can be an area that it's not hard to get around, but it's very easy to get blown off course. A lot. So you can spend a while in an area that is objectively pretty simple, and you know, just from it being really easy to screw up. Yeah, that thunder damage is not impressive whatsoever. But it gave us the edge we needed in that last battle to beat the boss. Oh, we're getting surrounded by a bunch of these dudes. Alright, so this area, you can see we've got this second floor here. This is a big part of why I keep... this is why the thing that I mentioned earlier, basically. We got a nice chunk of accessories. Do we have some better stuff that we can give to anybody? Better. HP and MP enhances magic and summon power. I think I'm going to take that over the Brave Warrior. Donald, you should take better defensive gear than what you have right now. The fire ring should be good. Aladdin's got a protect chain and a fire ring. Goofy. Goofy, why don't you take just some of these? I mean, it'll be a little bit before we have Goofy in our party again, because this place is what it is, but... Alright, so we can get Abu to touch those things, and they will create something for us to climb up. Okay. I didn't remember that at all. Oh, nice. And we go up the waterfall a little bit there, because that looks normal. Is that chest going to be accessible? Yes, it is. I mean, it's a little bit waterlogged, but it's Proterra chain. That's something. Torn page. Alright, so that's another part of the 100-acre wood that we can access. We're not going to save just yet. I think we'll be fine without doing that immediately. Probably. Andy. Alright. That stuff. Yeah, so here we're getting some funky enemy placement, huh? Here. Alright, if you two want to handle that, that'd be great. Don't fall off. Don't be a complete idiot, just most of one. Or something. Ugh! Get behind our... Where am I? Gotta wait for the camera to catch up sometimes. Good old 3D gaming. They retain a little bit of the feel in these ports, right? It's like how I think the old the first ukulele had camera controls that were kind of reminiscent of, well, the N64 era, which is what it was piggybacking mostly off of in terms of design and everything, so it made sense, I guess, but it was a little weird. And a lot of people were complaining about that in reviews, which, to be fair, that kind of camera control is not used anymore for good reason. So where are we relative to that chest that I saw a moment ago? Well, for a start, we're right here by a blue Trinity mark. We can handle that pretty soon, but... is that? We rise all the way to the top. Oh, right. We're gonna have to come back here. Because, you know, protagonist's intuition and all that, right? Sora's just taking a wild guess, but that's what's going to turn out to be the case. Is that we want to go into the next to next. That's not how you want to explain that. The room afterwards with piles of gold. And I believe there's a pillar in there that you can break in some capacity. And that will allow you to access that part of the hidden room. I think. I should probably be prefacing any of this with, like, hey, I don't know for sure, because, well, you know, it's been some years since I've played this. Hold on. Do I need to wait until I get glide to get that? Yeah, this is turning out to be a lot simpler than I remember. I think it was more of a pain to get the chests. And since I'm the sort of person who gets killed in the middle of healing, since I'm the sort of person who tries to get as many of those as possible, that we kind of all stand to reason together, right? Right.
Take that. This is it. Heal. Take that.
Yeah, I think this is the room that we want to be in order to access that part of the hidden room. Also, wow, this texturing and coloring, this is a lot grodier looking than it was on the PS2, I gotta say. This is a little intense for our cheese gold here.
Take that.
Fence up. Nice, nice. I probably should, like, feed those to people. The 2 defense ups that I have. But I am often really bad about using those stat boosting type of items. Hey, we found some dogs in the treasure chest. Anyway, like in Chrono Trigger, when the time comes to use the tabs, those are just like, I don't know what to do with those. In Earthbound, I'm pretty bad at it, except for a few where it's like, oh hey, give the IQ capsules to Jeff just straight off, because, duh, you want the heavy bazooka as fast as you can. And that's about it, though. Yeah, that is probably the strategy, is just feed yourself, but you keep exploring the ruins. So I suppose I'm doing this wrong. Where's the nearest save point? Not very nearby, that's for sure. So neither of these 2 monkey statues have a thing, they both bounce me off. Can we... We can't put that fire out. Or maybe we can and I just have to do it more times or something, I don't know. I'm going with we can't. But now we're getting into the part where it's actually confusing, so... I am kind of vindicated for what I said earlier about how this place is tough. Is that in this room? Because otherwise, they've just shown me something that is completely not useful. Where the fuck is that? Oh, it's right there. I think. That's still not the most useful thing in the world, because, like... Yeah. Alright, so this is just gonna tell me, hey, yeah, the pillar goes up. You need to go on the other side of it, actually. Not what you were thinking earlier, you dumbass, and fair enough. See, the other way would be just going this way. Probably. And I know that it's not a case of you have to go beat the whale in order to get high jump. That's not actually a requirement for that. So, you know, Goofy, we're gonna do this better and tag Goofy in, and we're gonna be able to go get those Trinity marks after I pick up this chest. Incidentally, no, I don't actually know if attacking while jumping does anything useful for you, but it feels right. In fact, I assume that it's not that helpful, but again, it feels like the way to do things. Another Thundera G. We have a lot of those, so thanks, game, I guess. Well, Donald gave us a shield anyway, so... Sadly, of course, our arrow is only level 1, and we got knocked off. Well, handy. I was gonna say is, sadly, we only have arrow level 1, so I don't think that does contact damage even, which is unfortunate. That contact damage would really help if it was a thing that we could do. What am I looking for in here? I'll do items later. Hey. That was weird. The triangle button didn't work, so for some reason I hit square instead. Okay, so is this actually the way we have to go? If we shove that cube, where does that land? It doesn't land underneath us, that's for sure. Not land over here? Where? Now that's just weird. Because I don't see why they would let us push it off the thing if it wouldn't end up anywhere. Did someone forget to finish designing their Pokemon Red and Blue strength puzzles? This really is just Seafoam Islands, isn't it? Oh, is that it? Is it just land over here? The magical teleporting rock cube that lets us get a mithril. Well, it's a free item. I won't complain too much. I will, however, be very confused. Excuse me. There's our save point again. Up. No, let's skip these nerds. Let's go. Let's get shot in the back. And have Donald fail to heal us. I assume his MP was consumed, though. Go in the silent chamber. This should bring us a little closer to the area we need to go up to get. Yeah, because it has to go in. It's the only way to get to the other side of that pillar. I have got to be missing something. Alright, so this is this room. And you can see over there, that's where the chest was and where the cube used to be. Let's go into the treasure room. Let us clear things out.
This is it. Come on.
Okay, so I thought for a second that the stun impact was specifically triggered by like holding down at the end of the combo. That does not appear to be the case. Just as the description stated, it's percentage base. I was confused for a bit there
Come on.
as to whether or not the game was wrong. Which, I mean, it happens occasionally, so not a completely wild thing to assume, right? Just mostly. Alright. Do this. And that just got me a mithril shard and some cash. Not quite the grand treasure I was expecting, but you know what? It was a reasonable price. Won't complain too much. Yeah, that thing is not moving, so we're gonna have to do something else here. Unfortunately, I don't know what that something else is. Oh, I was expecting to lose that heal, even though I saw the health meter go up.
Heal.
I'm going back to the hidden room here and make sure that I didn't forget anything. And see, that just tells us about the pillar.
Thunder. Deep freeze.
Oh, we just hit it? Okay. That's simpler than I thought, by a wide margin. Oh, look at how bummed out the genie is.
My first wish, genie. Show me the key.
Homer, stop taking his Xanax. Making that face there like Lenny just said, "Get ready, everybody. He's about to do something stupid." Alright. Back down, back down. I want to go find the save point, and I want to refill. And then I want to grab Aladdin, because I think he's going to be a little more helpful to us than Goofy. No offense, Goofy, but you don't have a healing spell. Aladdin, I believe, does. Now, maybe he just had items. I don't know. Abilities. Let me take a look at you, Aladdin. Excuse me. Yeah, no, he does not. He just had healing items to start with. Well, we will attach some items to everybody once I go to the boss room. Because those enemies are going to respawn, and I don't want anybody in my party wasting items on those generic enemies, because you know what? That's not useful, right? So, jump across the way. Sure, let's kill this. Great. Alright, treasure room. Ah, we got a save point ready. Alright. Items. What's our stockpile look like here? We have... Oh, jeez, we have, like, nothing. That's a bit of a problem. Let's hand these over to Donald. And you know what? Aladdin, never mind you. We actually have the most mega potions out of anything, which is really, really wild. Alright, so let's go ahead and overwrite that save file. Actually, can we do anything with these first? Yes, this will let us get a couple of chests, so we... Oh, that's neat. That, I believe, is sort of like a thing that shoots basically homing missiles every once in a while. I think they home. We'll have a look at that in a bit. I'm gonna resave here. Amazing. Good work, me. I didn't notice the call function until then. There was a ledge on that one, but we got the item that was over there already.
That boy again?
He is more persistent than I expected.
So you are correct, but...
Why not explain the situation to that boy, Riku? Doing so may actually prove useful to our...
Wow, you guys are
Wait a second. Are you
not
Maleficent?
even, not even trying to be stealthy.
Jafar, let Jasmine go!
Not a chance. You see, she's a princess. One of 7 who somehow hold the key to opening the door.
Open?
But you fools won't live to see what lies beyond it. Genie, my second wish, crush them!
Genie, no!
Sorry, Al. The one with the lamp calls the shots. I don't have a choice.
Oh, that's handy. He can just seal rooms with his snake staff. That's something. Ooh. So this boss fight, this one's pretty easy. At least if I recall correctly, yeah, he's probably gonna teleport somewhere. Genie is gonna, air quotes, try to hurt us because Jafar said to. But mostly old boy here is just gonna float around a couple of places, stay out the middle of the arena. Honestly, Jafar probably shouldn't do much damage to him as long as we're wailing on him. Which, admittedly, if he keeps making these big honkin' runs, that's not going to be much of a thing. And you will notice immediately that our buddies are just toast. Yeah, and see, don't even try taking a shortcut, because the game will just not let you, like, at all.
You can't win!
Aladdin!
Keep in mind, when I say this is easy, I am not going to say that it's short. It's not a quick fight, that's for sure.
Fire! Fire! See ya!
Also, I guess he's immune to fire as well. Hey, buddy, you want to get into a place where we can, like, actually hit you? Also, Donald's dead again.
I'm really sorry about this.
Oh, now he's gonna try to get a little more aggro on us. Oh, that's a good one, Lears. Aggro, bah! Just like the place we're in. Oh, where's he going?
Sorry about this. Run!
Oh, I missed the health orbs. Dang it. Dang it, Bobby. Get out the middle of the arena. That's right. Sometimes you just gotta hit him in the toes once in a while, and that'll, you know. I mean, just like the Crusher, that is his weak point, right? See, we were thinking the exact same thing.
Quick, quick, get out of the way! Excuse me. Run!
Ow! He actually hit me. Wow. Okay. Good on you, Jafar, but that hurt, so I'm not happy about it.
Quick, quick, get out of the way!
Gotta say, I'd rather have the snake fight from the SNES Aladdin. I don't remember what you fight at the end of Aladdin for the Genesis, because it's been a couple of years since I've seen anything from that game. And I saw somebody speedrunning, one of the people I follow actually was speedrunning Aladdin for the SNES a couple of months ago, so that snake fight is a thing that's in my memory right now.
There, guys! I'm really sorry about this. Run!
Like that at least, you know, there's stuff going on in there, right? Got him. Hey, we learned Lucky Strike. That is something that gives us a better chance of critting at the end of a combo, I think. Don't take my word for it. Boy, I hope we don't have to refight this next fight, because then we'll have to go through this again. Oh, is there not a next fight? No, I think we just get our Blizzard upgrade first. As long as it's not an Activision Blizzard upgrade, I don't want that shit. I've heard some stories, let me tell you what. Right, there is another fight after this. I remember there's a fight. We'll see it in a second, clearly, because we're gonna get hit by a cutscene.
Genie, my final wish. I want you to make me an all-powerful genie!
Does he not have any limits whatsoever? I mean, that's your 3 wishes up. We should just see a 1v1 between Genie and Jafar here, right? No, we're gonna have to do this ourselves. Alright, so big ol' lava pit, what do you do in a situation like this? Obviously, you jump right in. Brilliant, just brilliant. Oh hey, this is the room right before we go to fight Volvagia, right? Volvagia? Vulgar name. Of course, you see,
Up here
this is what we have to do. We can't do anything to Jafar himself, and he's gonna pop up out of the lava and throw his balls at us once in a while. Yeah, see, there. We're gonna get balls in our face, etc., etc. And in order to defeat Jafar, we have to keep smacking the lamp that Gilbert Gottfried Bird is carrying. Honestly, the voice in that one did not sound very much like Gilbert's during the cutscene where we saw Iago. Took me a second to remember his name. And you know, if it's not Gilbert Gottfried, respect to anybody who can even attempt an impression of that guy, because oh, my throat hurts just thinking about that. But also, that's definitely something that's got to be pretty hard to nail, because you know, when you have one of the most distinctive voices in the world, and it's the only one you speak with, pretty much. Oh wow, stun impact works on the bird. Amazing. Unfortunately, I now have Jafar's attention, so that's a little less good. Let's heal up. Hey, there we go. Well, I'm pretty sure between both phases of that boss fight, that took us like 12-15 minutes or so. Woo. That's a long one.
Okay, Jafar. Back to your lamp.
Give him the suck. Alright, now throw it in the lava. You can be just like the Lord of the Rings. Or something. Hey, we got an upgrade to fire. And we obtained the first Ansem report. Those were mentioned, well, last week, I guess, right? Oh, well, I got some bad news for you, Al.
Jasmine? Jasmine!
Meanwhile, I think by now Sora knows how to deal with the keyholes. This will be his third. And it disappears through a bunch of gold coin particle effects. Back behind the wall.
Whoa, we better get out of here!
Jasmine!
Hey, there's only so much that can be done here. Ooh. Yeah, we gotta have a little bit of this, right? You gotta have a flying out of the Cave of Wonders sequence, right? This, I think, is a thing that exists in literally every Aladdin-themed video game. Like, I know there's one in Aladdin for the SNES. There was some really questionable Aladdin game for the PS1 that had something like this, except I think it was a castle that was falling apart. Or, well, palace, rather. Whatever. And then, of course, this game has it. I don't think there's one in Kingdom Hearts 2. Or, well, really any Kingdom Hearts game after this, but I guess you don't really go to the Cave of Wonders in those, so... Basically, if you're in the Cave of Wonders, it's a requisite that you have to fly out. It's like if you have a Star Wars level, and... Star Wars game, and there isn't a Hoth level. It would be court-martialed or something.
Well, hello, you still have one wish left. Look, just say the word. Ask me to find Jasmine for you.
I wish for your freedom, Genie.
Ow!
Well, he did say. And he's got legs. That's weird.
A deal's a deal, Genie. Now you can go anywhere you want. You're your own master. But if you can, it'd be great if you could go along with them and help Sora find Jasmine.
Hey, Genie, you're free. Go with these nerds.
Sorry, Al. I'm done taking orders from others.
That's how you know we have free will, our legs.
A favor? Now that's
You got a good point.
entirely different. I guess I could give that a try.
Skip
After all, we're pals, right, Al?
Nice.
Genie.
Just leave it to me!
So it's only these three now, huh? Everybody else is busy.
That smarmy vizier could have had him. If someone had stuck around to give him a hand.
Hey, I did my part. I brought the princess, didn't I?
Jafar was beyond help, consumed by his own hatred. One should beware of letting it burn too fiercely.
Whoa, lighten up. I'm as cool as they come, okay? By the way, kid, have we got something special for you?
Huh?
Got you this new outfit.
We had a deal, yes? You help us, and we grant you your wish.
Kyrie!
Go to her. Your
Prototype
vessel
from
is
video
waiting.
hair works. Nice. I like the way you think, sir.
Just remember, this is no pleasure cruise. It won't be a pleasant voyage.
Why are you doing all this for me? What's the catch?
Catch? What's the catch? Silly boy. You're like a son to me. I only want you to be happy.
I seriously doubt that.
Believe what you wish. But lest we forget, I kept my end of the bargain.
Oh, and I think Pirate Man there retreated all the way to the back of Captain Hook. Just went all the way back to the doorway, didn't he? Hey, we can summon Genie now. Neat. Obtained 3 wishes. Learned Green Trinity. Oh, that's a bonanza of bullshit. Let's go ahead and equip that Keyblade because that one's really good, if I recall correctly. Difficult to deflect. So this is something, I don't really know how much that effect really comes into play, but it's more damage. We don't have our critical hit chance debuff. And it's normal reach, but I feel like weapon reach in this game is wildly overrated in terms of being a stat. Like, it has an effect, sure, but it's not much of one. Anyway, there is a Green Trinity mark in here. I believe there's a nice, easily accessible one in Traverse Town as well. So we may want to go back and do that. Ooh, an AP up. That's pretty nice. Meanwhile, Donald has enough space to equip MP Rage now, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, good point. I like how I literally discount it immediately after a fight where it was a major deal, you know? That was, like, probably the only time so far that we've had a big issue with it. So let's go ahead and let's give Sora these defense ups. And we're going to save that AP up for now. I don't think it's super important at the moment. We'll equip Lucky Strike. Goofy doesn't have one of those yet. Alright, so we'll handle our things in a bit, yeah? Visit some places and steal some more Trinities. Yes, in the accessory shop. That's what I was thinking of. Let's see, they're mentioning, I don't remember offhand. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 2 in a very long time, and also you can see, hey, look, my ship's a bit of a mess right now. I need to make this look better at some point. Later. It'll happen. Oh, I see something going on here. I just glossed over that. We'll have a look at that in a second. It shouldn't transport us up to the synth shop immediately. There's a dead Pinocchio.
Well, well, as I live and breathe, if it isn't Pinocchio.
Oh, hi, Jiminy.
What in the world are you doing down here?
Playing hide and seek.
I just don't believe it. And here I was, up all night just worried sick about you. Why, of all the Pinocchio?
Hit his head on something, right? Well, I think I'm starting to see the problem here, you two. Oh. Oh, if it went all the way inside of his head. I do not remember this scene whatsoever. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Well, we're taking him with us, so things are about to go a certain way, huh? Anyway, let us go up to the synthesis shop here, and we take these chests, or are they just here for decoration? Is the shopkeeper gonna get mad at us for this? Hey, there's some dogs. Moogles! Oh. Okay. Yeah, we know the basics of how that works. What about you, Chief? Oh yeah, if we synthesize everything else, we can access synthesizing Ultima Weapon, which is a ways off, that's for sure. XP Earring, we don't have any of that stuff. Like, this is showing up way earlier than it probably should. It requires dark matter, Jesus. Magic Armlet, we could probably get that by now if we just had luck enough to get those drops. Power Chain, we can get that. I'm gonna pick one of those up for sure. The rest of this stuff, by the way, you do eventually need to synthesize, well, like I said, you need to synthesize everything in order to unlock Ultima Weapon, so that's going to be a thing later. Alright, so all this does is give us +1 attack power. No, that raises strength, so it's +2 strength. And we'll give that to Goofy, who is tanky enough as it is. So, alright. Alright. What's going on up here? Oh, we got a postcard. Nice. Yeah. Talk to you. We can go mail. I think we've got more than one postcard to mail even, so. That'll be... We'll get some rewards that are probably not huge, but we'll take them anyway. Get a Mega Potion, Mega Ether, that's nice. And yeah, we're only at 4 out of 10 postcards. I think all the postcards are found in Traverse Town, by the way, but I could be wrong about that. Do not take my word for anything there. Oh, I forgot about this earlier. May as well get this. I'm guessing it's not going to be major, but... Oh, no, it's, No, it's something at least. Oh, that's pretty big, actually. Let's go check in with the item shop. I don't think there's going to be anything new that we need, but stocking up a little bit on potions and stuff is not going to be a bad idea. Oh, there's better equipment here. We do have enough money to pick this up, I think. Both of these. Grab a Mega Staff, Golden Shield. We don't need to talk here. Equip. Alright, you two are getting an upgrade. Nice. That'll give us some more MP, so Donald should have stronger magic now, too. Now comes the part where I do a scan of a couple of areas of town real quick to see if there is another Green Trinity in our future. I believe there's one in the... Oh boy, this is showing up way earlier than it should. So this enemy is we gotta play Metal Gear Solid a little bit here. We lost our chance at the item. That is another special enemy that's added in Final Mix that can show up in this area. That has a unique drop, and if you kill it preemptively, what am I saying? If you get seen before you kill it, rather, it is supposed to turn invincible and just start shooting at you the whole time until you leave the screen. If you can successfully kill it without being spotted, it will give you a rare item, which is like the Power Stone or something, I don't remember. It's one of those rarer synthesis items that was added specifically in Final Mix. Although again, you can see it's using an enemy model that already existed, so yes, a lot of the new stuff that's added in Final Mix is very heavily recycled from other stuff in the game. Of course, for example, anything that required voice acting, that is the new lines in a couple of places, most notably against the fight against Xemnas. Oh, spoiler alert. Those do not use any new voice acting whatsoever. And all of the extra enemies that are added, except for the Neo Shadows, have old models that just use different textures. Did we get anything out of this? I assume so. Hopefully it's something interesting. Anyway, I have something to say, I guess. Ooh. A Firaga G, we get another Thundara G. We don't need more of those. We've got to have like 5 Thundaras at this point. We've gotten so many of those over the last couple of worlds. Then again, I think that we got our first few very early on. Like, I feel reasonably confident in stating that some of the items were changed in... some of the item rewards were changed in certain areas. Most notably in Deep Jungle, the stuff that you got there was not what you got in the original. I'm quite sure of that. There's not a lot of things in this world that I'm sure of, but that is one of them. Which is a very strange thing to be one of the very few things you're sure of, but here we are. Oh, the large bodies are just kind of the most irritating enemy in the game. I actually think the fat bandits aren't as bad, but you are absolutely right that getting behind the fat guys is not really the easiest thing. And especially with the large bodies, you have to basically hope later on that once you get them to a low enough percentage of HP that they aggro one of your other party members. Otherwise, you're gonna have some issues.
Come on!
Let's put some more stuff on our ship real quick that is looking increasingly awful as time goes by here. True. Engines. We'll put our little engine on in a bit here, but first we get to remove all that stuff. Excuse me. I mean, I'm not gonna say you're wrong, so... Let's see how this works out here. I think we can actually do that, so that's great. I don't remember what the deal is in 1. I assumed that it is pretty much just a large bundle of guns. In 2, I remember that you basically want to make like a big ring that has no center because the enemies will auto-target your center. So you can just be like, hey, yeah, you guys can do that, but there's not going to be anything there. Neener, neener. Alright, so we got another meteor here. Oh, okay, so we did actually just get a cosmetic from a chest earlier. That's pretty great. So for now, we got that going on, and yeah, that's going to be our ship for however long. At some point, I should pick up, like, regular guns. I should pick up the Thunders, because those are nice and straightforward. I think the Thundaga does something a little funky, but we'll have a look shortly. You know what? Let's warp drive back to Agrabah, and we're going to go along the bottom of that ring, which I know is going to probably take us to a harder world than where we want to go right now, but you know what? Why not? Let's have some fun with this. Yeah, see, there you go. The Thundaga occasionally shoots out a rocket. Back for our lasers. Oh, I saw something fade in and fade out. That's a little... Ooh, here comes the whale. That's right, I'm a little confused. I forgot Atlantica was a thing in this game, so I'm pretty sure that the direction where we're going is toward Atlantica, and at the top of the map goes to Halloween Town, and then behind either of those you have Neverland. Why didn't we carry harpoons? Yes, I remember Star Tropics. Wait a second. And for some reason, this is mostly just reminding me that the story that Pinocchio is based on is a hell of a lot. Oh man, oh. One, you're correct. Two, this is reminding me that the story of Pinocchio that the movie is based on is a hell of a lot more messed up than the movie itself, which I think that movie was pretty scary too. And I'm just thinking about, you know, how many fairy tales really were basically like, hey, if you don't be good, God is gonna beat your ass, and it's just like how fucked up that is, actually. Like The Little Mermaid too, because I just brought up Atlantica. Of course, The Little Mermaid originally was written by Hans Christian Andersen, who, that man had some fucking problems. Even outside of anything related to his stories, but damn, like, really, if you go back and read that shit, that's hardcore.
Hey, Sora! Are you okay?
What are you guys doing? Where are we?
We're inside of a whale.
Whoa!
Oh, you know, I think that big old whale monstro just swallowed us. And for today's weather, expect showers. Oh, heavy showers.
Comes this.
Who's there? It's me. Oh, it's just Pinocchio.
How did you get here from...
Pinocchio?
Pinocchio? Pinocchio, where are you going? Pinocchio! Come on, everybody, after him, quick!
I think it's one that you've linked in some Discord server at one point or another, but I can't say that I can place it off the top of my head. Anyway, welcome to Monstro. We are stuck here until we beat the boss. Until we make this whale sneeze, which is, well, how they did it in Star Tropics.
What have you got there, Pinocchio?
With this, we can get out of here, Father.
Really? With this big block, you think so?
It's true.
Just hook it to the whale's teeth until it breaks through, you know?
Oh my, so the whale swallowed all of you too? My goodness.
Yeah, looks like it.
My name is Geppetto. I'm Pinocchio's father. When we got separated, I traveled all over looking for him. Thank goodness we're together again.
I just want to know what Pinocchio is doing here, because he was last in Traverse
I
Town.
hope he was a good boy in
With
my
whom did he hitch a ride?
Well, we've all had quite a journey, right, Pinocchio? Pinocchio?
You know, we all make fun of the plot holes and, you know, weird plot mess morass that this game is. But that one definitely is in need of some solving. I mean, there's still a bunch of stuff, even from this main story thread. So of course, these first 3 games and all of the, 26 bajillion spin-offs
What are you doing?
that have
Come on,
existed
let's go back.
for this
Geppetto's awfully worried about you.
are
Pinocchio, stop fooling around.
part
There's
of
no time
one
for games.
plot arc. And apparently Kingdom Hearts 3 was supposed to be the end of it, but there's still a lot of stuff that's not answered.
But Sora, I thought you liked games. Or are you too cool to play them now that you have the Keyblade?
Oh, hey, Knuckles.
Riku, what are you doing
You turned
here?
white really fast.
Just playing with Pinocchio.
You know what I mean. What about Kairi? Did you find her?
Maybe. Catch us, and maybe I'll tell you what I know.
Oh, come
Maybe.
on.
Come on, dude. You gotta at least promise him something. Oh, hey, the search ghosts. They look like they got pumpkin heads. That's neat. I forgot these things got retextured too. I like it. These aren't exactly dangerous enemies most of the time, but they are pretty irritating to actually kill them. Also, rest assured, I have no idea where I'm going, so this is going to be fun. Excuse me. Targeting. Oh, I'm targeting a barrel up there. Oh. Well, it's Pudge again. He's coming back here. Not throwing many hooks, though. That's pretty weird. Alright, so this is an area where these dudes could be a problem, because, yeah, we're on a corner here. And if we want to not fall off, we need these to come to us.
See ya.
Or we need to use magic. And I'm just really glad that that Blizzard actually hit. Okay, so this is the upper part of Chamber 2, right? Oh good, we got barrel spiders here. Barrel!
This is it.
Ouch! Yeah, they charge at you and they explode. And it's... Honestly, I've taken more damage from things by this point, but still. It ain't pretty. And we failed to get across the jump there, so... Time to circle back around. Back to Chamber 2. Chamber 5. Give me that chest. It's Mega Elixir. Nice. A Mega Elixir, which we will probably not use until we fight Sephiroth, because... Like, imagine using consumables in any game. You know what I'm saying? Consumables, not even once. Then again, I guess in a Pokemon game, you basically have to, right? You need to... A Pokeball is a consumable, so you gotta use those to expand your party. Maybe that's why Alan doesn't play them very much. At least, as far as I understand, he doesn't play them very much. Because of just how much it must wrench his guts to use the basic mechanic of the game. Chamber 5, this is a different entrance from where we've been before. That leads us right down the middle. Well, that's chamber 4. Yeah, this would probably be a decent place to use the... Ow. Get back up here easily if we go for that chest. Hey, nice, Donald. You got yourself a decent ability there.
See ya.
Stick on you once I get out of this long fight, because these things... Yeah, see, they're hitting us occasionally, but it's not doing a ton of damage.
Come on.
I just threw a barrel in Goofy's face. Okay. Oh, there's more enemies here. Of course there are.
Thunder! Come on! Thunder!
We're getting some Protera chains from these fights, by the way, which is nice. We got quite a few items over here. Got another Thundaga G. Might use that. Mega Ether. And another Trinity Point, which is going to get us some money and... a cottage. Meh. That's not too big of a deal, really. Does anybody really... No, nobody really needs the Protera chain right now. It's a chamber 6. I really can't get back up here? Oh, I can. It's a good thing I didn't break that barrel, huh? Here we go.
Why do you still care about that boy? He has all but deserted you for the Keyblade and his new companions, after all.
I don't care about him. I was just messing with him a little.
Oh, really? Of course you were.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Beware the darkness in your heart. The heartless prey upon it.
Mind your own business.
Riku! What's the matter with you? What are you thinking? Don't you realize what you're doing?
I was about to ask you the same thing, Sora. You only seem interested in running around and showing off that Keyblade these days. Do you even want to save Kairi?
I do.
Buddy, I think we're both gonna get sucked into something well beyond our... Oh boy. Save point here. Oh, jeez. I'm pretty sure that we are... Well, first of all, we're going to the bowels of this whale, so that sounds like a fun time. And second of all, oh yeah, here's our first fight against the Parasite Cage. This thing sucks, no matter what.
You up for this?
No problem.
Also, yes, very
Let's
different
do
color
it.
from the original.
Stay with it.
Yeah, a little bit. Also, hey, that's two world mid-bosses in a row, by the way, where we've got someone who's captured inside of the boss, and we can hear them screaming during it. Remember the pot centipede when we were in Agrabah? Man, FF9 and 10, those are both games that I should play on this channel because those are definitely within my top 3 games in the series. Single player games. I feel like the MMOs are just sort of a whole different deal that would get sorted separately. Also, I didn't actually play 11 at any point.
Come on!
Hey, Goofy got another accessory slot. Neat. That's a thing that I didn't know you just got from levels. Oh, and of course, the thing has to be a completely overdramatic about the whole deal and vomit Pinocchio into a hole, so I guess that thing was even less defeated than we thought it was. We give him the Ifrit's Horn, and abilities, Lucky Strike, Cheer. I have Rocket. Yeah. And you don't have space for Treasure Magnet. Alright, well. Let's go in this hole in the whale's bowels. And that leads us right back to the...
Pinocchio! Pinocchio!
Right back to the mouth.
Please, give me back my son.
Sorry, old man. I have some unfinished business.
If things go through your bowels and then right back into your mouth, that seems like a bit of an issue.
Pinocchio is my little boy.
He is unusual. Not many puppets have hearts. I'm not sure, but maybe he can help someone who's lost theirs.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about Kairi?
What do you care about her?
Let's crack this chest open. Learn shared ability high jump. Yes! That is a weird thing to get out of a chest, but that is what's going to help get us through here. I like how Sora gets this little mid-air flip to his jump. You know, he's starting to grow into his role as a Final Fantasy character. Well, kind of Final Fantasy character, I guess. He's starting to be able to make ridiculous jumps. I mean, it's not quite to the extent that you do in, well, like any of the 3D Final Fantasies, when you've got, like, Zidane or somebody doing a jump up, like, 3 stories or something, but it's a start. I mean, cut the kid some slack. He barely knows what he's doing with the Keyblade. Obtained Water Gleam. I think that is going to give us another summon. It's not stock items. So I'm going to assume that yes, that's a key item that... I'm pretty sure that gives us Dumbo, then. What's up there if there is anything, so that might be something we have to hold off on for a little bit. For the time being, we should just try to get to that upper hole over there. It's gonna require... I'm probably gonna have to jump from the bow of the boat again, right? Get on here, we get up on this chunk of wood. We hold forward before we press circle, because we're so coordinated. Okay, I think we need glide to get to that chest. But don't 100% take my word for it. Alright, here we go into the trope. Clear out our enemies at the bottom, and use this blue trinity. We've got a mithril shard and some cash. That'll do. I don't think we need that many mithril shards at the moment, but still. So this area, when I was younger, it always felt like... Maybe it's just because of the upward movement of the wall textures, which was a thing in the PS2 version. This game is, like, fairly unadulterated for PS4. It mostly has just been, like, up-res, basically. With some textures retouched here and there and a little better shading in a couple of places. And the music. But not the voices, but we've been over that before. So, I think a lot of this is down to those wall textures moving upwards. But it always felt like you jumped even higher in this room than you do with just high jump. When I played this when I was younger. Like, it felt like a low gravity room for some reason. And up we go. Whoop. Oh, boy. It's time. This boss sucks.
Hey, let Pinocchio go, Riku.
A puppet that's lost its heart to the heartless. Maybe it holds the key to helping Kairi. How about it, Sora? How about it, Sora? Let's join forces to save her. We can do it together. What? You'd rather fight me? Over a puppet that has no heart?
Heart or no heart, at least he still has a conscience.
Conscience?
You might not hear it, but right now it's loud and clear. And it's telling me you're on the wrong side.
Then you leave me no choice.
Pinocchio! Pinocchio!
Jiminy, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I guess I'm okay.
As you know. Does it count as a lie if he thought he was genuinely gonna have an issue? Maybe. And of course Riku just fucks off into the paths of darkness for us to fight Parasite Cage version 2. And that flipping forward attack, that thing does a lot of damage. And of course he does the party hardy thing with the arms. And the floor is lava acid. And he can barf on us. Ow. Yikes. And there we go, we got poisoned. This is a thing that happens occasionally, that there's no real treatment for poison in this game, just don't take damage for a bit if possible. Dodge attacks, there's no Esuna, there's no remedy, there's no antidote, there's nothing like that. And we just got killed by basically being backhanded by this thing out of nowhere. There's a lot going on with this boss and it all sucks. These cannons collect it does not. You have to recollect the thing every time, too. That's real good. Also, yes, if I recall correctly, the original version of this on the PS2 that was available to us here in the States did indeed not have the ability for you to skip cutscenes. So when I was a kid, you can understand this being even more irritating. Pretty bad, actually. It's not an effective way of fighting it. Which means, Donald, don't use thunder. Save it for healing. Dumbass.
Come on! Heal!
There we go. Reach the break point. Thank you, Donald.
This should help.
Out the way. Yeah, I was afraid of that. This is one of those fights that has like this weird bit of strategy to it that is mostly based on the fact that certain attack, because of how Sora swings his Keyblade, attacking from certain angles is completely useless. Ow! What the? Holy shit! That was a hard hit. That was. Ooh. skip over the animation. I'd probably just end up taking longer, actually, but listen. You see a thing that many times. In this case, that many times being 3. For this one item, you just want to take the easy way out. Heck.
Come on.
Healed. Oh! Still managed to puke on me. Damn it! Seriously, that hurts so much. It's kind of ridiculous. Sheesh.
Come on.
I'm actually gonna try something different here by equipping the Jungle King and see if we can hit from more angles with that increased reach. I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen, but maybe. Or maybe we'll just bounce off of it more. Well, you got me there, Lyris, so we'll see how this pans out, and yeah. Hey. Okay, now we're actually gonna encounter a part where these enemies are irritating, I guess. This is what I get for making fun of them earlier. As of course Donald takes all the HP orbs. Yo! Let's skip scene.
Come on.
Alright, so that doesn't really help, unfortunately. It is basically just that if you try to attack Parasite Cage from a ground jump from behind, you'll just whack into it with the bottom of your attack arm, because that's just how it ends up going.
Come on. Heal. This should help. Come on. Donald.
Oh, that was kind of pointless if Donald was coming back with no mana. That's his entire usefulness, not able to be there.
Come on. Heal.
Ow.
Heal. This should help. Heal.
Heal!
Heal! Heal!
You tried to cast it like 5 times. Come on, man. Wow! That's a lot of damage from that poison breath at the end there. Okay, so there's not really much of a reason to bother with equipping Jungle King, so we are going to... There's no room to dodge roll here, so... Oh, we need 2 points of guard. Move Slapshot for now, I guess, and we'll equip guard. Call his...
Come on!
Well, I'll give it a try, although that does sound a little bit of a thing that is hard to do. I definitely am not good at, like, using the guard ability, but we'll take a whack at it. I'll get really confused in this room. Okay, well that's good, because, you know, that'll make up for the fact that... Like, one thing is that I'm always not in a great position usually to really try out stuff like that in a lot of games. So I don't really have a good chance to get good with it, because I also think, oh hey, it's gonna have a tiny-ass window too, right? But if this game's gonna be good about that, that'll give us a hand. He's not shooting low, so... It's more gonna be in the later phases where guarding is gonna be important, I think.
Come on!
Do that real quick. We may not get in, like, all the damage here. I don't know if that's timed or not, but we got away with it.
Come on!
A big problem is that you can't guard in the air, and I spend most of this fight in the air. Damn it! Oh, that... I wasn't expecting that to happen, so... I got caught off guard, you could say. Yeah, so this is, like, probably the big fight where that's not useful. Like, surely it's got to be good elsewhere, but here... Yes, Donald, thank you. You probably shouldn't be wasting all of your MP before a boss fight, but maybe you don't know that it's coming, even if we've been here like 6 times or something by now. Whatever, I'm still gonna call it first try once I beat it, but...
This should help. Heal.
Stop doing that attack!
This should help. Heal.
See, now he's just going for the assholiest attack pattern possible, apparently. Wow. And, of course, both Donald and Goofy are down, and neither has mana. So I'm not really interested in giving a revive to Donald at the moment in that case. Oh yeah, sure, just immediately back up on your feet. Ow. Alright, well Goofy's back up, so hopefully he can at least take a couple of hits for us. And Donald's back up, so hopefully he can at least tank one hit for us, right? Oh god, I'm hanging onto the edge, and that's why I couldn't cast. That's not good. A moment when I'm healing twice just to be sure. Well, Donald somehow is not dead. I'm kind of amazed by that.
Heal! Come on! Come on! Heal! Heal! This should help. Heal!
Oh man! I got killed mid-heal again. The worst thing. Oh. There's that leaf barrier ability that you can get at some point. I think that's what it's called. But it makes you invincible while healing. And that would be so great to have, but that's such a late game thing. And it might not even be in this game. It might not be until Kingdom Hearts 2.
Come on!
Alright, let's grab our thing. Again, let me tell you, I'm really glad I'm not playing this on the original version where you couldn't skip this cutscene.
Come on! Heal! Heal!
I remember those eons and eons ago. I wouldn't know offhand because, well, I don't remember that specifically. Or if it was ever really mentioned.
Heal! Come on!
Ouch. Oh, come on! I should have breezed right past me, judging by the look of that angle, but maybe I didn't get a good look at it. It definitely looked like I shouldn't have gotten hit, but eh. What things look like and what actually happens, well, I mean, even aside from cases of, you know, who knows, with hit detection not being exactly how it looks, but more to the point, I may just be seeing it wrong. I don't want to, you know, complain too much about the game, but definitely I have gotten killed more than half of the time while I was healing, so that is a little bit on the weird side. Okay, please end so I can pick up this item. Oh, I've seen this like 80 times already. I mean, I'm trying, but there's only so much distance I can get. Well, I guess if I'm up on the far platforms, it does skip most of the attack pattern, so at least there's that. Yeah, because it just chooses not to do much instead of most of the part where it's... I use the term attack pattern loosely here, to be fair. Because it's mostly just like, choose one of these attacks at random to do when you're up close. Which is also the fastest way to DPS it, which, you know, to be fair, I just don't want this to turn into a grind, and instead, here we are, like, try 9 or something. I started hitting the button too soon there, by a wide margin. Alright, get out the green stuff. Get out of the green stuff, rather. In this case, any green stuff that I can get out is pretty much just healing spells, so... That should... start. Ah, here comes the vomit. Ow. That time you decided to aim down. Don't be that guy. Come on. Wow, straight into another barf, huh? Open up. There we go. And I didn't get my free hits because the rest of the party was hitting him in the back of the head. Whoa! Okay. Alright, so that deep into the health bar, it starts to turn mid-shot. Like, a lot. Which I didn't really notice before. And it would... There was definitely, like, some faster re-aiming in the... once you got through the first health bar. But not like that. However, I think the general strategy is just to take this very slowly. Which I don't like doing, but okay. Alright, so this is try number 10, I think. I stopped counting a while ago.
Come on! Come on!
The trick is to just take a pattern of get in, get out, get in, get out. And while some stuff will still hit you pretty, you know, not too much difficulty with, the vomit, especially in the later phases. But the big swing to that is not that one. The one where it throws its entire body at you. Yeah, that exactly, Lears. See, you get it. Oh, that was a nice chunk of damage that we got in on that stun. Which is making me think that it's not like a fixed length stun, but I don't know what affects it then. Alright, so we're on health bar 2, so we're getting vertical aiming with the barf. We're getting slow horizontal aim, and by slow I mean like anywhere not at the very end. And but not at the very beginning either, it seems like. Alright. Yeah, that one. That's what I was talking about. Also, I do want to point out that I seem to remember that double arm swing being a lot faster. But I could be wrong. Maybe that's in, like, Chain of Memories, because, you know, they did a 3D remake of that. I've seen some of it in action. I've never played it. And it sounds like a bit of a mistake waiting to happen to do that. But I mean, since I do own it on this collection, it could happen someday. Ow. Yeah, there we go. There's our fast aim vomit attacks. And it charged so fast that I couldn't even see it because I was busy.
This should help.
Alright, we don't wanna fuck this up now. But of course we're gonna get screwed at least once. Alright, quit being such a bastard, okay? Just... There we go. And there's the move! There it is! I'm not even happy anymore. Fucking, I got Leaf Bracer leveling up off of this thing, and that's what I was thinking of earlier, that protects you when you're healing.
Riku! Riku, where are you?
Like, that's just the real spit in the eye there, isn't it? Oh, we learned stop. Neat! I can't stay mad. Oh look, he's on a boat, motherfucker.
So, Kairi's like a lifeless puppet now?
Precisely.
And her heart was...
Taken by the Heartless, no doubt.
Tell me, what can I do?
There are 7 maidens of the purest heart. We call them the Princesses of Heart. Gather them together, and a door will open to the heart of all worlds. Within lies untold wisdom. There you will surely find a way to recover Kyrie's heart. Now, I'll grant you a marvelous gift. The power to control the Heartless.
Definitely getting into a lot of just a promise of a promise of a promise of a promise of possibly getting something. Alright. We got a trophy and the whale is gonna barf us out. Or sneeze us out, rather. Like I said, just like how it works in any of those kinds of stories. Everything's fine. So here's the question, where do we end up? We end up back in Agrabah. Okay. So, to complete this story arc... Oh yeah, there's another tournament for us. We haven't completed the Phil Cup. Come on, game. We go back to here. And I believe everything that's going on here is going to be in the first district. And we can wrap this up and we can grab the Wishing Star key, I think it's called. Oh no, it's over here. Yeah. I still want to know how you ended up in that whale from over here. Whatever. I think that's a ship blueprint. Could be wrong. Maybe that as well. That's definitely, yeah, those are all gummy ship blueprints. Wishing Star in this box or something? Yes, there we go. So let's take a quick look at this, and we'll see that I'm not going to use it. Short Reach always finishes a combo attack with a crit. For less damage than the 3 wishes. It's alright, but I think I prefer 3 wishes just for consistency. Is there anything else I can do here real quick? I don't think so. Means let's drop through the hole. Save up, and that's going to do it for us for this stream.